I bulked successfully before, and I bulked unsuccessfully before. And if you want to bulk without getting fat, then watch this video as I give you a couple methods that you can use. That way you can bulk without getting fat. Because here's the thing, y'all. You can bulk, but if you put on fat, it defeats the whole purpose. You don't look any better. In fact, you look worse. You lose confidence. And in the end, you develop an eating disorder for no real benefit. Unless you're an athlete or bodybuilding is your thing, there's no need to go and do a whole bulk. No. There's way better methods. So the number one method is steroids. Now, I personally don't use steroids, and I also don't promote steroids. However, it's undeniable that if you use steroids, you will be able to bulk without getting fat, because that's exactly what steroids do. I'm not gonna act like I know the science, but all I know is that they make you big and they make you strong if you get strong. So, the number one thing you can do if you want to bulk without getting fat is steroids. Now, is it cheating? Will it wreck your hormones? Will it force you to be on TRT the rest of your life? Yes. Does it make you kind of weird, and is it pretty lame? Yes. However, they do work to help you bulk without getting fat. So there is that. All right, number two is to increase work, but to also increase calories. So essentially all this means is that you're gonna increase your calories, but you're also gonna increase work. Because if we just increase calories and we do the same amount of work, it's not good, that's not good, because all those extra calories are just gonna get stored as fat. But let's say you increase your calories and you increase your workload, like maybe you do an extra workout, you start doing 2 a day, you start doing longer workouts. Then we're talking, because now all these extra calories are gonna get converted into muscle in muscle building processes. Essentially, this is what I did when I first bulked successfully. I was eating like 4 meals a day. I was also playing football at the time, so this was my job, keep that in mind. So I was eating like 4 meals a day. I was working out. First thing I would do in the mornings, I would work out. For practice, we would have 3 lifts a week, 3 runs a week. On top of that, I would do extra stuff. Like at home, I would do push-ups, I would do pull-ups, I would do squats, I would do extra skill work. Not that it mattered, because, you know, I'm not in the league now, so did it really mean anything? No. But I did bulk without getting fat, so there is that. But yeah, at the time, I thought I was going to the league, y'all. I'm not in the league. But yo, if you want to bulk without getting fat, just increase your calories and increase your work at the same time. Like I said, this makes sure that the calories get allocated properly around your body. But the issue with this is that it's going to take a lot of time. As I said before, my job was to play football. So essentially, all day, you know, I was doing football. I would wake up, might have a little meal, go work out, come home, eat a meal, do another workout, do some random workout of the day, maybe do another workout after that, eat some more food. Like, that was literally my whole day. So if you're a bodybuilder, if you're an athlete, then yeah, you can do the second method. But for most people who just want to use fitness to enhance their life, that just want to get some bigger arms, that just want to have some more confidence, this is not the best method. Number 3 is just to get stronger, aka progressive overload, aka just improve, aka get better. Like, if you actually want to bulk without getting fat, you're gonna need to take the good old fashioned route of just getting stronger. This means that when you go in the gym, you go with the intent to get stronger. You don't just go and do the same workout that you've been doing for the last 5 years, because I see a lot of people like this in the gym. No, you go and you lift more weight, you do more sets, you do more reps, you do something more than you did last time, aka progressive overload, aka improving. You need to go in the gym, and let's say last week you benched 150 pounds for 5 reps. Next week, you go in, you do 160 pounds for 5 reps, or you do 150 pounds for 6 reps, 7 reps, whatever it be. Or maybe you throw in an extra set of 150 pounds. Just do something more, so that way your body has a reason to grow. You're signaling to your body, okay, we need to adapt, we need to change, we need to evolve, we need to get stronger. If you're just doing the same thing over and over again, your body's gonna be like, okay, well, the signal I'm getting is that I don't need to change, I can stay the same. But if you consistently, constantly, over time, just like, you know, throw more weight, do more sets, do more reps, eventually your body's gonna be like, okay, look, it's clear we need to get stronger, it's clear we need to get better, it's clear we need to grow, so it will grow. And remember, muscle stems from strength. The stronger you are, the more muscle you will have. On top of that, another tip too is that if you want to bulk without getting fat, just make sure that you're doing athletic movements the whole time. Like, if you do decide to increase your work, just make sure that you're running sprints, make sure you're doing something explosive, make sure you're playing basketball at the time, make sure you're doing boxing. This is why athletes are able to bulk without getting fat, is that the whole time that you're increasing calories, like I said, you're increasing work, but you're also doing ballistic, explosive movements, high intensity. So what that does is it just stimulates testosterone, stimulates HGH, and that will shred down fat. So if you're running a whole bunch of sprints and you're eating a lot, you're not gonna gain any fat, you're just gonna gain muscle. But anyways, moving on to the last point is just the basics. You gotta nail down the basics as well. So get your sleep, get your 8 to 9 hours, because look, you're not gonna gain any muscle if you're not sleeping deep. Now obviously you can, there's a few exceptions to the rule, but for the general person, you gotta make sure you're getting your sleep. 8 to 9 hours is ideal, especially if you're training hard. If you're getting stronger and if you're doing more work, you're gonna need to recover from that properly, because growth happens when you recover. So get your 8 to 9 hours of sleep. I'm gonna make a video on that soon. On top of that, make sure you nail down the basics. Get enough protein, eat like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So that way you have muscle building, the enzymes and whatnot in your body to actually build muscle. And also use a little bit of intermittent fasting, like 16-hour fast a day, so that way you spend some time burning fat. Even if you increase calories, you'll still be burning fat. So there you go, that's all for the video. That's how you bulk without getting fat. You can either use steroids, you can increase your work and increase your calories, or you can just get stronger, aka progressive overload, which you should be doing already anyways. And don't forget, nail down the basics. With all that being said, don't forget, if you actually want a program that's going to tell you how to bulk without getting fat, I have the Athletic Body program in my school community. Check it out, top link in the bio. You'll also find out more about nutrition, about recovery, and more training programs there as well. I also show you how to do the movements properly. On top of that, if you want to check out my other socials, the one Sule on all other platforms. And don't forget to check out the last video I made about how to cut without losing muscle so that you only shred fat. If you're on the other side of the camp, that video is for you. With all that being said, stay up and stay blessed. Thank you for watching this video. Dooski.